YouTube live. We don't have as many people over here, but I'm just working on spirit jersey orders. Sparkly black. Everybody asks if these are itchy. Ask anybody that owns one. They are not. They're super, super soft. And these are even baggier than normal ones. Like this is a medium. I'm like currently in a large on a t-shirt, so like it's pretty baggy. So this is my Texas one I made. I don't know if we're gonna keep doing the location instead of the expo, but we'll see. So I've got 3 spirit jerseys, and I'm gonna go grab, I've got 3 joggers I think I need to do today. And we'll get these done, knocked out. So if anybody comes on and has any questions, I'm here. I'm hanging out. Figured you the cool thing that all the YouTubers do when they're working. I have, everything is black. It's a black black spirit jersey and 2 black glitters, and then all the joggers are black, so that works out well. So I'm actually just gonna print off 6 new black sheets. Didn't think it was on. Okay. Okay, cool. It's the first time I'm doing this, so apologize for the messy room. You're only seeing like a quarter of the room. This is where the printer lives. So this is where I prep everything, is on this little stand I have here. They're Husky Lock containers. This is the amount of boxes we have of swag that comes in right now. Miss Becky actually normally works on a lot of these orders, but she's off today, and I wanted to get these out the door. So I'm going to get everybody's designs out that they wanted. So yeah, if y'all have any questions, let me know. I'm assuming it just pops up. Nobody's asking anything yet that I can see. So, and I highly doubt we're gonna get enough people on here that I'm gonna need a moderator. Hi Dina. I finished yours, but it's all you wanted to pick up, so I figured I'm gonna be seeing you here in the next week. So I put your order aside so that it was good to go whenever I see you again. So I'm gonna do, nope, not that one. We're working on spirit jerseys and joggers. Spirit jersey back, that's in black. I need all white. White is the popular one. I should like figure out how to turn off my notifications on my phone, because I just like, there's so many messages coming in lately. How y'all doing? Let's make 10 spirit jersey backs. Why not? So what's great about these, like everything is in the drawers, and they're deep enough to hold these, like, this is the paper that we print on. They're massive. Are we already? Oh, we're down to our last sheets on this box. I think I ordered a ton more. There is a right and wrong side to this, so I always got to make sure I'm printing on the right side. If anybody's ever curious about white toner printers, I'm always happy to share. She was not cheap, but they pump out good stuff, and it's a low square footage, which is really nice. That was kind of a big thing for us. Maybe one day when we have more space, we'll upgrade to, I was looking at a DTF next, which would be really nice because we could print out a ton at one time. But because it's got print heads, this is toner, so that has print heads. Print heads, they'll clog if you don't run them consistently. So we would have to like ensure that we're doing a ton of apparel. Doing a ton of apparel or selling a bunch of like DTFs to people. Dee, are you still on? Did you have you finished prepping your classes? Hi Terry Jo, I'll be your body double. I'll help you through your emails. I have quite a few messages sitting there that I need to get to, but I really have to get these orders out, so I am gonna knock these out first, get those out of the way, and then a lot of the messages get answered at night. But we do have wine and chat tonight. Tonight's with Lisa from Dragon Girl Design Co. She is a teacher and a vendor, so that'll be fun. She did a wine and chat last year before Me Too. Hopefully that's not too loud. Molds are being cast this week. Oh no. Yeah. Gotta love all the last minute preparation. Here, can y'all see it as it comes out? You can't really see it because... Why did it suck it all out? Oh, fun. Oh, good. Y'all get to see the mistakes that occur. Cool. Oh, the paper was stuck together. Fun stuff. Oh, and half of it was the wrong way. Look, there you go. See? Messing up all over the place. I was going to try to make shirts for next weekend, but I'm like, yep, it's not getting done. There's no way. There's too much going on right now. Okay, let's try this again. Like, humidity is different in the room right now because it's just so, like, it's so cool outside. I really think my printer's used to the heat now. Yep. This is why I don't go live when I'm making things. Something always goes wrong. There we go. Okay. We're rebooting her. Hey everybody. Oh look, we have extra people on a global culture call for work, so thanks for this distraction. Oh, happy to help. Yeah, I gotta love those calls. Luckily I'm off today from that job. Okay, we got a countdown going. Here, Joe, I think I'm gonna make one of those little chains that you make and like hang it up at my desk and work and see like if anybody figures out what it is. And then 1 month prior, I'm gonna be like, this is what it really means. I've been counting down for a year now. Let's see. Like the chat doesn't like stay up. This is my first time I'm experimenting here. Good morning. It is morning still, is it? I guess I'm East Coast, right? Yes, the countdown chain. That'd be fun. Are you back on? Okay. Now let's try this again. And let's not mess up this time. It was my fault I messed up, but that's fine. Let's not do 10 pages. Let's do 2. I was training Miss Becky on how to use this, and in the software, the button that like allows you to print, I don't remember who I was getting trained by, but they're like, oh yeah, it's a printer, and it looks like out the front of the printer a piece of rainbow paper is coming out, so it looks like the printer is puking a rainbow. So that's how I got her to remember what button to click. Was like, click the puking rainbow when you're ready to go, and it'll spit out the paper. It's good to go. Let's see. Yeah. Epoxy's on its way. Oh, I see it now. Oh, good. I talked to somebody who had epoxy. What was it? When I went to Texas. It was a brand I didn't know, but their packaging was really nice. And they had different types of epoxy. They had like quick dry. They had UV. I don't know, but they were like, they said they went to the Tumblr con that you were telling me about, Dee. And there was a couple Tumblr people at this show. It was a pinners conference. It was different. It was like, there was more finished goods there than I was expecting. Okay, why aren't you going? What do you think? I think I took out my step stool too. The downside of having this too is I can't see. Open cover. Paper jam. Oh, there it is. I see it. Now, how do I get it out? It is down in there, let me tell you. Okay. There we go. Now we know why it wasn't printing. Paper jam. Hey, we figured it out. It didn't get very far either. Oh yeah, it didn't even dry. All the toner's still on it. I'll show you all what not to do with a white toner printer. I've made plenty of mistakes. Party shirt jam because the first two papers sucked it wrong because they were facing the wrong way. Oh. I heard Pinners Conference. What was the question? There was no question. I was just talking about the epoxy people we saw there. I'm getting quick set. It's Mr. Nola's from New Orleans. New Orleans. Very low odor. That's good for when it's like, since we're indoors. I mean, we're in, luckily that classroom, the crafting classroom, is in the exhibit hall. So it's a much more airier room, not a small room. So did that on purpose. Knowing you'd be in there, we put like most of the painting classes in there. Lily's painting class, the paint party, isn't in there. I know the epoxy class is gonna be super cute. I can't wait to see those molds finished, Dee. How? Is there another jam? I swear I've cursed myself by going live. By the way, if you can't tell, I'm on my tiptoes. There's no paper in here. Where are you seeing? We're gonna try one more time. Oh, y'all are chatting away. Let's see. But I'm in a room. Did we switch you to a room? Classroom B. Oh, yeah, you're right. I did switch you. I forgot. I originally put you in the crafting one. So should we... Yeah, not too worried. Worst case scenario, we can move it to the exhibit hall. But those classrooms are pretty big, so we can put it on a table off to the side and shouldn't be a big deal. Thank you for printing correctly. All right, there. Hey, we got it. All right, let's do this again. Puking printer. That's what's nice is I figured out how to just get the back of the Spirit jersey to be the same size as what goes on the joggers. So we just print out all the same thing for that. Works out great. I feel like none of y'all that are watching right now have any questions. But I'm glad I could be a body double. I feel like music wasn't helping me get things done, and I kept getting distracted with messages. So I was just like, I'm gonna take a break. This heat press in here, though, gets hot. I should probably put a tank top on, but everyone will have their own plastic box that it will sit in so they can be moved, and it'll be set in an hour or less. Oh, that's nice. No. Install. Oh. It would help if I put paper in. Mess. Draw for the drop-off exchanges. Can we pick up earlier than the raffle? My flight leaves around 5. You're gonna message Suzanne Oswald, who's managing all the meetups and the exchanges, and talk to her about it. She's kind of working all those details. So she would be the one to be able to give you that answer. So hopefully that helps answer your question. Got it. Thanks. Cool. Have y'all heard that song Unholy yet? It is stuck in my head. It lives rent. What is it saying? It lives rent free in my head. It currently will not leave my head. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna print out a couple more to have extras on hand. Oh, we got a new person. Hello, welcome. Yes, it's an earworm. What's an earworm? So a common question that gets asked related to class kits, sorry, I just saw it pop up, so I'm going to answer it here, is the Nailed It classes, wood plank, tea towels, and the ears holder. They're all, you book through us, but you have to pay through the link. So if you go onto that class, you can click more info and the link's there. And if you had signed up for the class, you were already sent a email with the kit that you need to pay for. So that's how that works. Cool. Earworm. Oh, the earworm is the song that gets stuck in your head. Okay. I'm like, lost my train of thought. Sorry. Too many things going on in my brain. All right. So this paper is all two-step paper, and this is what allows us to put it on cotton, poly, blends, black, white, every shade in between. So, very nice paper. You always have to dog ear a corner so that you can peel it up. Because this paper has glue on it. And so when you adhere them together, it sticks to where the toner is. You can see where the white toner is. Which is nice that you can have white toner. Or else how else are you going to get a white image? Kind of hard to do. I should probably look paper again. To go. Good to go. Where am I folding? Here. Ooh, sorry. Yes. Luke was very concerned because he got an earworm the other day from a kid at school, but it had bad words in it, and he was not happy that he had bad words. He wouldn't tell me what the bad words were. He's like, no, I'm not supposed to say them. And I'm like, okay, well, good kid at least. I don't know. He's like, I know we can listen to them, but it's stuck in my head and it was bugging me. And I'm like, all right, let's listen to something else that gets you get that stuck in your head instead. Dang kids. Can't really do this online in chat when I'm interviewing, so. Actually working. It's more like a Patreon Zoom call. Hey, I got a whole, not a purse pal, I got a pocket pal done. That was my first pocket pal. I've always done purse pals before. So, that was nice. Alright, those finished. Cool. Let me get those done, and then after that, I need to do the front of the spirit jerseys. Typically we have some pre-done and ready to go. Yes, Patreon activity. I mean, I actually get sewing done during Patreon because it's like only like, I don't know, guilt-free time because I'm still working technically, but I can actually sew and everybody's just, you know, hanging out, talking. Love it. Several people asked me like, what did I miss in Patreon? And I mean, and they're like, do you record it? I said, well, no, that's the reason why we say what happens in Patreon stays in Patreon. Like, none of us want that recorded. But, I mean, it's fun. But we spill the beans on things here and there on there, but, like, 9 times out of 10, we're just hanging out and chatting. It's like having, like, a guild group, but virtually instead of, you know, in person. That's my take on it. I wish the chat would stay up. I don't care about my face. Yeah, no recording. Heck no. It's a very carefree, chill environment. We're gonna keep it that way. All right. Yeah, what I was saying, we used to have a bunch of designs kind of pre-printed and ready, but we were having issues with the printer, and we narrowed it down to it was a software issue, but they also changed the formula on the paper, and we got very nervous because we were getting inconsistent results once we fixed the software with the old paper. So we just, which stinks because the paper's not cheap at all. It's fairly pricey. Each sheet runs you over $4 or so. So if I'm getting just the back of a Spirit jersey, that's a $4 cost right there. So it tacks up really quick if you mess up a sheet. And if you only get one design on it, you know, that's where it really stinks. It's nice for like the front logos. I can fit a ton on there if we're smart about spacing and sizing and all that. So that's not too bad. But yeah, you run a sheet of paper. So that was a very expensive partial box to throw out. Okay, that's all the backs. Now I'm going to do what designs. Okay, Madeline's getting the Shmee logo. So we need it in white. Logo and white. I need to reorganize all of this before we get to Shmee. Luckily, Miss Becky knows where everything is now. She knocked out all the VIP Florida shirts in like a week. It was nuts. And there's a lot of those shirts. And with all the ticket transfers too, we ordered extra shirts to make sure that if anybody changed their ticket over, you would still maybe have like a size available. And then I just ordered blanks so that we have a few of those coming in. I think somebody else got Smee logo. Where's the blue one? Hold on, there's a blue one I gotta do too. Somebody got a Maui blue. Ooh, that's smeared. Yep, that's a Smee logo too. See, and the Maui blue, I'm always torn. Like the royal blue, it's better to go in white. It pops better. But this one, you can go between white and black. Sometimes black looks better. Sometimes white looks better. I'm going to do it in black. Nope. When people don't specify what they want, I go with my gut. What I think looks right. So that means I need one in black. Did I look at Lindsay's new pattern today? It's really cute. I saw that. I was resharing it. Excuse me. I'll let everybody sharing it. Everybody says it's a pretty simple pattern to whip up. So I'm interested. And it's nice because you can use it as a handbag or you can use it as a crossbody. And I like that idea that it's a crossbody. That's what I prefer to use as a crossbody. Yeah, it looks really cute. All right. So this 4.5, and you're gonna be I'm loading all the designs in. This is like the labor intensive part. You just gotta like make sure everything fits nicely. Again, trying to fit as much as I can onto one sheet of paper. And I'm a MAC girl, but I have to use this HP. Kat will tell the story about how we acquired this laptop. I got the printer very close to So Magical last year. And you know, like a genius, decided, oh, we're gonna use it to do all of our shirts. So we figured it out during bag stuffing weekend. And so we hauled the printer into a hotel room at Disney and realized my Mac wouldn't work and we couldn't find the software that would allow us to do like the bridge between the Windows and Apple software. And so I've got Instacart, and we found Instacart will go to Best Buy if you're in Disney, and they had a really good sale on a laptop. And so I just Instacarted myself a laptop. So we went out to dinner and had drinks, came back, the laptop was there. Great. We got shirts printed and we did like a mini photo shoot. That was a lot of fun. No, but Dina, did you get her pattern yet? Girl, I never have time, so. Yeah, Instacart is the ish. I love it. And I believe they go to Gaylord. Although I got told that, I don't know, I'm gonna say this on Wine and Chat tonight, but the cocoa bean that's over by where Orange Blossom Ballroom is, where we used to be, is under refurbishment. It's going to be that way during So Magical. And that was one of that and the place right across from it, the little marketplace. And those were the only places to buy the bottles of wine that people were, you know, were walking around with. And so she's like, oh, but you can still go into Wreckers and ask to buy a bottle of wine. And because the other Starbucks that they have is actually right in front of where, or in front of where a conference center is. So that doesn't have alcohol, but it's a Starbucks. I don't know if it's got food or not, but where were you going to get breakfast at? Because the buffet style breakfast place is still open. It's just the marketplace, which has, I think of it like a gas station almost. It's just got like pre-made things and drinks and stuff. And then there's the cocoa bean, which did have food, but I'm pretty sure this other one does. I should have looked at that. I don't know if it does or doesn't. But I know the quick service place does. But yeah, so it'll be a little bit more difficult to be conspicuous about bottles of wine. So I was going to tell everybody, just go look up what bottles of wine you want to buy from Wreckers. Wink, wink. Do they have Dr. Pepper at Cocoa Bean? I don't know. I mean, it's a Starbucks, so I'm assuming they might have soda fountain. Do you know if they have gluten-free food there? At Gaylord, I know they have gluten-free. They're very allergy friendly. If you have the Marriott app, download it. Highly suggest downloading it because it can act as your room key, and you can also get a card. You can do both. You must bring your own Dr. Pepper to Gaylord. Yeah, I mean, I highly suggest doing like a Publix run if you need like something specific. But they do have a lot of allergy and food, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like food unique situations that they will cover. Just go look at their menu on the app, or you can go look at the different menus that they have on the website too if you don't want to download the app. But the app is really nice, and if you're staying at Gaylord, you can order food from the app and you can go down and like pick it up and stuff. That's how we do it. Well, let me rephrase it. That's how my husband does it, and tries to make sure I eat, is he orders it on the app and then he goes and does it. Him or one of the staff members goes and runs and picks up the food, and like I eat a bite like in between things. But it's like the best way if you're in a hurry and you know like you're going to be running in between classes and you just want to bring food to the class. Wreckers is a really good option to do it. I don't know if you can do it with the Starbucks there or not. I don't know. But it's right in front of Inter Hall 1 and the classrooms. It's just smaller. It's not the big cocoa bean. Not that cocoa bean's that big. Oh, you know what I mean. Coffee, crafting, and magic. Number 9. And I need it in white because it's going on black glitter. Yeah, if you got any more questions, like these are good questions to ask. I don't remember. I don't know. I'm not a huge soda drinker. I mostly drink soda when I'm drinking. It's a mixer. I'm usually not always the best at keeping an eye out on what sodas and items are around. I'm usually just drinking water during it. Highly suggest bringing your own water bottle. Any pool to avoid? I mean, it's like a whole water park. If you go look at the pictures, I mean, it's got a lazy river, it's got slides, and unlike the other Gaylords, Gaylord Palms, like water area, if you're staying there, is is free. It's included in the price of your stay. You're supposed to be staying there to use it. I will caveat that. Have I seen otherwise? Maybe. But you're supposed to be staying there, but you can go out there and it's like a whole, it's really nice. And then the lazy river, and I think one of the slides is new when they built the new side of the convention area, because they built out on the property and they added to that. There's like a pool bar there that's really cool. Mind you, I've never actually been to the pool in like the 4 or 5 times I've stayed there. One of these days we're gonna go and just go spend a night or two at Gaylord to experience it like everybody else, so I can give a better take on some of the amenities, you know. Socialist. Definitely use the lazy river during the gap between classes. Yes. I would love to do that. Just come to class in like a nice cute pool cover up. You're good to go. Just go back out. Yeah, I want the next cruise that we do to have like a pool cover up class. I think that'd be really cute because I need a new one and I'm not always a fan of the ones they sell at the stores. I need socialist and white. Yeah, I know Salty Sews teaches it. Or they have taught it in the past, so. And they're coming on the first cruise, so we'll see. I think they're going to come on the second one too. Which I haven't announced that yet, but there's a second cruise in work. See, y'all hang out with me. I'll tell you random tidbits. Duplicates. Nope. Just kidding. I don't want a duplicate. Delete. Delete. I want a copy, not a duplicate. There's a difference. You'd be amazed. Or you wouldn't be. And you're like, Kayla, what are you talking about? It's really neat. This software allows you to like just multiply and it kind of nests it all together. And then you just put like a little bit of space in between. All right. I don't know what that noise was, but it came from the pool area, which is in a bird cage. So there shouldn't be anything like crawling around out there. You never know though, in where we live. A pull bag tote class. Yeah, I like the ones where they use the mesh or like clear vinyl, since that's super popular right now. I think really cute clear vinyl would be nice for a tote bag. Yeah, I did say I was working on it. I did say we're gonna do more. I did say that. We're just about wrapped up on it, so I can announce it soon. I think we're gonna announce 2023 Florida dates, and then we'll announce the cruise. Because I do want to get Florida announced for next year before we get to Florida. I'm a lot faster at this when I'm not talking and rambling. I promise. This isn't, it's not difficult to do. It's just when you're trying to nest everything together a certain way, make it look all nice. And then you want it to be like even in the paper, so like your ink spreads and your glue disperses properly. It's the whole thing. A whole thing. I'm gonna keep looking up to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah. Because this cruise we're doing the Gallivanter passport wallet. We're doing the bomb.com. The Gallivanter's from Sonar. The bomb.com's from Lauren. We're doing 2 no-sew classes that are like rivets that are really neat. The little rivet rock star and the rock stud pouch. They're cute. They're little. And then we're working on trying to add like 1 or 2 small classes. So we're just trying to nail down those details before we announce those, but everything's included in your price. The cruise is gonna be lit. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so fun. And then we're doing like a welcome party that's open bar for an hour. Because we all like, and it's got food for those who aren't drinkers. Try to cater to everybody as much as possible. Yeah, I'm super excited for the cruise. All right, there we go. Ooh, I have no margins in here. Let me add that. All right. Yeah, it'll be, it's a nice ship too. I will say our next cruise is going to be on the same exact ship. It kind of coincidentally worked out that way, just with the dates and the locations that it's going to. It's going to be a little bit longer of a cruise for the second one. We're adding more people. Okay. I filled a page. Go on to print now. I could probably squeeze in one more, but I don't want them to overlap too much because a lot of this is white. And when you can't see white, it makes it a little bit hard. And no paper. Puke and rainbow. All right. Whew. Yeah, but it's gonna be, the second one will be fun too. And then where we're going, I have a really fun like optional excursion that I'm gonna plan. For Labadee Haiti, there wasn't anything like, I don't know, because it's Royal Caribbean's private island. There's nothing like sewing related. I could just figure out how to make it into something fun. I don't know, we might still try to figure something out, but right now we don't have anything. And then, but for the second cruise where we're going, I've been there a couple times and I know exactly what I want to do. There's going to be a really fun excursion that you can choose to do if you want. All right, there you go. So you got some magical and black, white. I run on Coffee, Crafting, and Magic, one of my favorites, and then hashtag Socialist. We had one of each of these, but it's whenever I do it, it's easier to just, especially to take up a whole page, it's easier to make multiples so that we have some on hand. So if somebody else orders one, we're good to go. It's harder, like I don't like printing a ton with the ones that they have the year on it, because we're bringing the printer with us to So Magical. So in the swag booth, you'll be able to order all this anyway, and we can still print on demand, but it'll make it easier on Miss Becky and the volunteers in that booth to be able to knock stuff out. All right, we're gonna go over the heat press. I don't know where I'm gonna put you over there. Y'all are gonna see the mess of my room. There's my art. I don't even have half my art put up right now. Here, yeah, I can put you here. I just start saving pennies, nickels, and dimes for the second cruise. Yeah, and we do it on a payment plan basis too. So you don't have to pay everything outright. You, yeah, you're gonna get what you're gonna get. This is like an industrial sized trash can for all the trash we get out of doing this. Let me get the butcher paper. Okay, one moment though. And no, I'm not drinking already. There's water in it, but it's because it's hot in here. So this is, I don't know, can I turn my camera around? Ooh, I can on this. Okay, so this is my big boy heat press, the Fusion IQ. I love this thing. You have the ability to do the sliding bed, or you can adjust it to where it's a swing arm instead. We like the sliding bed mostly, but he's a big boy. But what I was saying is, yeah, the cruise is all payment plan based, so the deposit is like a lower fee. For the second cruise, the deposit is going to be slightly higher because it's longer, and the cost is slightly higher. It's not too bad in comparison. Sorry, I'm normally staying on the other side. I don't know why I stood over here. My dog's on the floor. I don't know if you can see him. He likes to stand right where I need to be so that I can't actually get work done. Okay, sorry, a question popped up. Where do you need the most help for volunteers? I want to sign up. Yeah, sorry. It like fades away as I'm trying to read this. I want to sign up, but want to make sure I sign up where you need the most help. I mean, honestly, you can click everything. Like if you're open to anything on that volunteer form, you're welcome to go ahead and just click anything and everything. And when I'm working on it, I'll go ahead and make sure that we select you for what we need the most help with. And it's just, we really don't need anybody else who wants to do the check-in desk or like an information desk. And I know most people say that, like put that because I think it's probably the easier one out of everything, but I already have so many people who just said they want to do that. I'm like, let me put the right time on. So I really don't need anybody in that category, if that makes sense. And I'll be able to answer more questions in a minute. Yeah, in the notes section of the form. And the form's on the Get Involved tab at the very top of the website. All right. It's all right. Okay. We have to adjust the pressure depending on what we're doing. So the thicker things like hoodies and joggers, we have to adjust. Oh, and the Texas tote bags are pretty thick because we have to put a Teflon pad in here in order for it to be raised and like the straps don't get in the way. But this is the Texas VIP bag that Miss Becky's working on. She got done with all the Florida VIP shirts. So I think in Patreon, we're getting ready to do a voting on what color shirt we should do for Texas VIP. I have 2 colors in mind that I think I would like, and then that's usually what I do. I put up those options, and then I let the Patreon members vote from there. Yeah. And then we just figured out how we're going to pay back our volunteers, let's say. So as we won't tell the volunteers until about a week before, most likely, but we'll explain how that all works when we send out those approval notes and all that stuff. So, sorry, because I'm standing on the opposite side, I put the dog ear on the side I normally stand on. It's a whole thing logistically because you have to peel it like super smooth and like very even. Like you can't stop. It's very finicky. So I apologize if everybody hates beeping, but probably gonna skip the paper. Yep, super even. And then I can always tell, like, if it didn't adhere properly, like, I'll have to redo the So Magical ones. There's, like, a little bit of black that didn't come off. Like, that's how I know. But if you can look, see how when I reflect in the light, you see how there's parts. That's the glue that's missing that adhere to the toner. It's really nifty how it works. So, Most of the black ones are good. It's just the top ones, so it's fixable. And then because the glue adheres around, you have to trim all the way around. But now this one's good to go. Trim everything out, and you can put it on a shirt or a bag or all sorts of things. I don't know. There's lots of options. White toner can be used for hard surface items. It can be used for ornaments, glass, wood, all sorts of things. I remembered I don't really need my butcher paper, so we're gonna cut that step out. Yeah, the VIP bags for Florida were sponsored too. So Connie from Creations by Connie was our bag sponsor. So it has the VIP design on one side, and then on the other side it has her logo, but they're really cute. They're not as big as the Texas one. I got lucky on the finding the Texas bags. I'm hoping for Tennessee and Florida next year I can get just as lucky on finding a good size like that. We keep eyes out on with our wholesale companies that we go through and making sure we get the best deal for everybody, because it's all included in your VIP ticket. So as long as we can keep our costs down, we can keep our ticket costs down. So yeah, it's like a long process. But the items in the VIP bags are what really matter. See you later, Cherish. With the items that go in the bag is what matters. Those, I mean, it's nuts. Heartwood and Hyde just stopped by the other day and dropped off stuff. I just got another shipment from Bella Blue Embroidery. She sent a bunch of stuff. I mean, clear, almost every, I would say 75% of our vendors donated something. Plus, I have sponsors outside of that who sponsored items, and some of the packages like are on the way, and I'm so excited to see them. So good. Sorry. I scared the dog. But yeah, so is it y'all's first? I know, Dina, it's not your first time. But is it everybody else's first time? I don't know everybody's YouTube name in correspondence to their actual name. And then I'm used to seeing people's Facebook profile pictures. So please talk. I apologize. But have you all been to Some Magical before? Yeah, go sign up to volunteer. It's going to be fun. We may not select everybody just because I did get a lot, and it just depends on what everybody said they wanted to do. So we'll go through the list, and we'll try to make it to where everybody can help out if they want. And there's lots to do. But the more people that do it, the shorter time periods I can allot people, so you can still squeeze things in. Good stuff. I learned that I can swipe up now and it shows me the comments. I don't have to click the button every time. Apparently I should guard my privacy according to YouTube. Oh goodness. Yeah. So we got one front done. We got the fronts done and the back, so I'll get most of these done. What time is it? There's no school today. My phone's not telling me my time. I'm a first timer. Oh, Yesenia. Hey, I do know your name. Are you excited? 1 month, less than a month away. Okay, it's 2. I got time. I start prepping for Patreon probably like around 6 o'clock, 1 hour beforehand. Did I say Patreon? I meant wine and chat. I don't know what I said. So I've got time to at least get a few orders done today. There we go. Stop reminding it's coming soon. Hey, we got on Patreon, and that's the first thing everybody said. Like everybody had their own version of a countdown. Terry Joe's back again. Terry Joe is asking who on here was new. Are you new? We know you're not. I could probably start cutting out. Oh goodness. I've got, so somebody else that's sending me welcome back stuff is messaging me right now saying that the box shipment is a huge cost. But it's somebody that is not, oh, I see the volunteer applications popping in. Hello. But yeah, that person is not a vendor. They're just a sponsor. They might be a vendor in the future, which would be awesome. They're one of those folks out in Cali who, it's a little bit logistically difficult to get an entire booth worth of items out to Florida. That's why I don't cut while I'm doing this. Sorry, it's loud. Good. You must have so many countdowns going on. Yeah, countdown. Every day is a countdown to the end of the day. Yeah, it's yeah, because I mean we get there before most other people, right? Because we set up and prep before our vendors get there, and then our vendors get there, and then we have the NoHo social early check-in situation. So yeah, we count down mostly to Thursday, not the Friday, which is the first official day. But you could technically count down to Thursday if you're gonna check into the hotel and do early So Magical check-in, which highly suggest doing because it's a more laid-back way of getting your bag. You don't have to wait in line. So if you have a 8-9 o'clock class in the morning on Friday, you don't have to go to check-in. You already have your badge. You have the ability to go to your class right away. You're good to go. And you are supposed to wear your badge throughout the event, so when you walk into different areas, we know that you belong. That'll be part of one of the volunteer roles, which will be really fun, because people snuck in last year. Can you believe that? So that'll be one of the volunteer roles. It's just going to sit at the door and hang out. Anybody want to do that job? You get to meet and greet people. Those are some of the cooler people I've met at a show, or the ones that sit at the door and they're like, hold your badge. And so we all would like hold it up every time. But then we ended up talking to them and getting to know who they were and what their names were and like what they did. And it was pretty cool. I like it. Did they get help with no host table? I don't know. You got to talk to Suzanne. She's doing a great job manning all that. I posted, so if anybody's a veteran and will not be too busy, during early check-in, there is a newbies meetup. And so the request was to have some So Magical veterans sit at that table and help answer like newbie questions. And then that way, as a newbie, you felt comfortable just, being able to chat it up with some people who've been around and who know, the ins and outs and things like that. So I know Suzanne was looking for volunteers to sit with her. She is a veteran. And then we have veterans from different levels, Terry Joe's been around since year 1. Dino, you came. You've been with us since last year, right? Last year was your first year? don't know if y'all can hear it, but my dog is snoring now. I was on a call earlier and he was snoring and they could hear him. Sorry, I can't control it. Love that TikTok sound that says, I was born a dog, I identify as a dog, but according to my mom, I'm just a little baby. I taught Luke that one and he thinks it's hilarious. And then we have the grand dog with us as well for a few more days. She got here before the hurricane. And so she's been hanging out with us, little Nala. She's a little blue-nosed pit. She's adorable. I should be dinging any second now. Yep, I am. Yep, last year. That's what I thought. Okay. You know, this one, it has to be a hot peel. I just say that's not everything. I'm sitting here looking for the other papers in front of me. This is the adhering the two papers together is a hot peel. But then when you apply it to any piece of apparel, it's a cold peel. Let me tell you, if that bee ain't cold, it will not come off properly. Ask me how I know. And then you've wasted a paper. You can't go back on the paper, but we have discovered ways of correcting apparel when we mess it up. So that way we don't lose the blank, at least. But that's like, we put those aside, we remake them with a new one, and then if it's like slightly fixable, sometimes they go like, there will be a flawed pile in the swag booth for ones that weren't flawed enough for us to justify remaking them, but were, you know, flawed enough that I can't justify selling them for full price, if that makes sense. Same thing with hardware, right? It's just not to the standard that the company wants. So, but yeah, Becky just takes them all home and she works on them when we have a bunch of flawed ones, and she does it in a batch. It's wonderful. Oh, somebody said, try asking Kayla. What are they going to ask me? Oh, goodness. All right, what classes is everybody taking? Anything good? I mean, to me, I think they're all good. Getting ready to start sending teacher approvals. I keep saying this and I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to start sending teacher approvals for Texas. There's so many good teachers that applied for Texas. And we're kind of like wrapping those up. And we got a couple last minute people as well, which worked out just fine and dandy. We've got industrial sewing machines right now in a classroom and in booths for Sew Magical Texas. And we just got a commercial. I keep calling it commercial and industrial. It's domestic and commercial. We just got a domestic machine dealer. So and they're gonna do a booth, but they might also do machines for classroom, which we're very excited about. So those details will come soon, but they're very, they have a good chunk of the very, very popular brands, let's put it that way. And then we have another store who's a machine dealer that might be also coming to Texas. And then we're starting to work on Tennessee classroom people as well. Oh, Emily says she's taking the No Mug Rug. That one's with the sewing studio. That's embroidery. Pincushion, that one's with Ray. That one's super cute. For the Love of Change, that's Lauren. That's reverse applique. I'm so excited for that one. And a simple angle play quilt. That one is Julie from Off the Wall Quilt. Also a great class. Okay, Cindy's taking shoe covering. That one's so popular. Steffi. Also, that one's with Lynn's. So Easy Top. That one's Lori Coleman. I'm blanking. I think it's Lori Coleman, right? And then the circle skirt with Jennifer. Headbands with Melanie from Zorel. And the snow globe, which is Sewing Studios embroidery class. That design is actually, that snow globe design, I'm pretty sure is actually a Creations by Connie design that Fran, who's the teacher for Sewing Studio, got approval from Connie to use. Even though Connie is also teaching classes. So it worked out really well. All great classes. D, no classes so far. D, you signed up for classes last time and you didn't even take them. Because you were so busy. I think sometimes, like, I've gone to shows and I've taken classes, and I've gone to shows and also just not taken classes, even though I was interested in some. Because, I don't know, my first time to a show, I don't want to overdo too much because I like to get the lay of the land, see what I really want to do. I don't know, that's me though. But I also, 9 times out of 10, go to shows to network and go talk to people and spread the word about So Magical and get new vendors for everybody and new teachers. So I guess I have ulterior motives when I go. Ooh, I'll show you all this. So I think we're gonna bring these into So Magical Swag line. I love these so much. They're kind of similar to Lauren Mormino's colors, but I talked to her and she's like, do it. Which I love her so much. But they're really nice. These are true to size. This is a medium and it fit me perfectly. And I'm currently like in a large t-shirt right now. So it was true to size, and it's got on the side, it's got like, I don't know if you can see it. It's like rib knit kind of, yeah, rib knit on the side, so it stretches a little bit if you need it to. So you can size down probably and wear it more fitted. It's fleece on the inside. It's pretty warm, so, but it's not too thick that you can't like wear it with just like no shirt underneath it, or you could wear it as a cover up. But it's got the kangaroo pocket. It's got the band on the bottom. But I really like these. I really like them. They're really cute. So everybody in our cruise group was wanting tie-dye, so I went and just bought a bunch of tie-dye blanks to try out. Ugh. I messed this one up. So what I say when I mess it up, like if I didn't pull it consistently, it pulled up, so you see right there. So now, because it's all cursive, I can't use this paper because of that right there. So I can put it to the side and I can use it in a flawed shirt, but it's not ideal. So there goes the paper. See, everybody makes mistakes, right? But yeah, so the cruise group really wanted tie-dye. I got these tank tops and I love the color on the tank tops. I'll show them to you. But they are not true to size. They run very small in my opinion. I put an extra large on and it was tight. And I mean, some people like clothes fitted, like very fitted. This is a medium. Like, hold on here. And I swear, these aren't juniors. I went and double checked. It's like, that ain't, like, I know this shirt's baggy, but like, that ain't gonna fit over a lot of my body. But look how pretty it is. And so this is the same color, or same company I got from something else from them, and it fit me perfectly. And so I put in a suggestion to them that they maybe need to change up their tank tops. Like, these did not run very well. This is the other one that, I mean, I really like it because it's the teal and purple, which is kind of somehow become our colors. I don't know, but I love them. And I made a shirt that said the So Magical at Sea logo on it, and it pops out well enough. I wore it around and I got a bunch of people's opinion on it because I'm indecisive and I really want everybody to like the swag they get from us. So, so yeah, so that's what happened. But I really like those pullovers. Figured I'll get pulled into classes and lounge a lot. Oh, I'm sure you will. Go where you need it, right? It'll be fun. Come on. Oh no. There we go. Alright, that one. It's gonna be frustrated. Try to use it with my glove hand, and my glove hand doesn't read on my phone. Have you gone to Aviva store in Orlando? No, I haven't gone yet. I follow them on social media, and their store looks really cool. And I do want to hit it up, but I just haven't had a chance. There's a scrapbooking store here too that I want to hit up that's like right near me. There's a couple places that I've found out about in the past year that I think they'd be great additions to So Magical. And I've sent them both messages, but you know, everything goes better if you go in person. But I haven't been there, but they have a lot of blanks, and it looks like their pricing is pretty good. And it would be nice to have like a local spot where I could just go and grab what maybe I'm low on or get something real quick. They don't have everything. There's another volunteer app. Woohoo! They don't have all the blanks that I currently carry, and I've also got into having just wholesale accounts with everybody I buy from. Yeah, I mean, they're not just aisles, like they go up. It's like a warehouse size building. It's insane how high they go up. There's really cool stuff there. They have supplies too, like HTV and different things like that. Yeah, I'd love to go make a field trip there one day. It's right there on OBT. I know exactly where it is. I grew up not far from there. Could have probably gone today. All right, 2 sheets left. And then we can move on to putting it on the clothes. Which, this is fine. This is why we do these in bulk, because you're not changing your temperature, you're not having to change your time. And then you just kind of have everything prepped and ready to go. I have to throw that out soon. Oh, is it wholesale too? That's nifty. I didn't know that. I know, like, sometimes that they, like, they're wholesale, but they're still intermediaries between, like, they're still a distributor. So sometimes they tack it up. I just haven't gone and looked and done the comparison. But that was the cool part about going to Impressions last week, was I got to touch and feel a lot of the people I buy from, Bella Canvas, J America, Spider, and then I found a couple other companies I hadn't heard of, and I got to touch and feel their blanks and different things. So like normally I just have to order it decide if I want it or not, figure out if it's true to size and if it works, and then if it does, great. If it doesn't, then well, crap. I mean, in some where I go from, like you can usually get your refund and send it back, but sometimes it's more of a pain. So who knows? Maybe I'll have all those like ones that I don't like, that I don't want to carry, just in the swag booth. And if you like it, great. It's a one-of-a-kind me swag item. Yeah. All right. Last paper. Thank goodness. It'll be in Atlanta next year. Whoa. I love going to impressions. So they do 3 a year. They do I was getting a call. Probably gonna have to get off here in a minute and go answer that. But they do 3 shows a year. They're still gonna do the Dallas one I saw, and I think they're still doing the New York one. Are they moving away from the Cali show? Because I heard the Cali impressions did not go very well. I don't know if it was timing with like COVID still or what it was, but I heard they didn't have the amount of vendors and they didn't have the amount of attendance that anybody thought they were gonna get. But that was my first time going. I thought it was pretty nifty. I didn't even get to go like all day. Like I could have spent the whole weekend there talking to people. Sorry, my pressure was off. Long Beach is their largest. Yeah, that's one I heard that didn't do very well though this year compared to the other shows. That's what I heard. So are they adding a 4th one and they're adding Atlanta? Because I didn't think they were going away from the other ones. And I know they did 3 this year. Because I was contemplating going to the New York one. And I think we might hit another one next year. I think it was worth it to keep going to those. Just for like, so Magical Swag alone. But, I mean, we met some cool people who might be vendors with us as well. I met the owner of Melco, who is also the owner of, let me remember the acronym, OESD, OE something D. I'm blanking on what they are, but they're really big in the embroidery community. Woo. I think it's time to change out my scissors. But yeah, I met the owner and he was really cool. And so we we had some good conversations about, you know, potential collaborations in the future. So that was really neat. I got to meet Angela Jasmina, who's big on YouTube as well. It was really cool getting to meet her. She's younger than me, and that girl is just like doing it. She's living it. And I like following her story. Similar, you know, younger mom, kids, business owner, just trying to do what she likes and grind. They were doing 4 before, 1 in Orlando as well. Oh, I never knew they were in Orlando. I went to Orlando. Oh, I wish they would come back to Orlando. That'd be great. I mean, Atlanta sounds great. I would go to Atlanta's the closest one for us. I'm down for that. All right, I'm gonna go answer that call, and then I'm gonna work on adhering these to clothing here in a little bit. Probably gonna go take a lunch break. But thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. Hopefully I didn't bore you all too much. Maybe next time I'll do Facebook, but oh, you've gone twice. Nice. Okay, well, I'm gonna head out and I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Hanging out with me on Wine and Chat tonight, 7 o'clock here on YouTube and on the Facebook group. You can go on either one. So hang out with me. Okay, bye.